Well, hi farm friends. Today we're going to be planting some onions. And I've only done onions by ordering the plant, but I've had such good luck doing so, I haven't deviated from it. I know there's people that grow them by seed, and it's probably a little bit cheaper, but it takes a lot longer. From what I understand, you need to start them in the fall and grow them over the winter, and then harvest them, transplant in the spring. So needless to say, it just saves me a bit of time to order the seed plants. So they came the other day in the mail, and a couple things have to happen before we plant them. First thing we want to do is put a fresh cut at the top of the plant and cut the bottom of the roots off. And what that does is just sort of prunes back some of the dead material on the top and gives a nice clean cut on the roots at the bottom so they can absorb the moisture and the water from the ground a little bit better. So you want to plant your onions about every 5 to 6 inches, and when we plant, we want to drop them underground about an inch or so. You want the bulb, the white bulb, definitely underground there. And that's really about it. You want to water them right away. They are heavy feeders a little bit later. Once they start to sprout up, you want to feed them a higher nitrogen content. Some 2100 is going to be just fine for that. But today, we're going to be planting these by hand. Well, I've got 3 rows for the onions that I tilled and irrigated for the last week or so to get the ground ready. But before I do that, we need to prep the beds a little bit. And it doesn't take long for those weeds to start coming in once you start adding some water to the ground. This hula hoe I'm using was my grandfather's, so it's seen better days, but it's also probably 90 years old, 100 years old maybe. I don't know, but it's one of the good ones, and it sure does a great job. So it's been about 2 days since we planted the onions, and you can see where we had made the cut before we planted and the new growth coming. So that's another reason of putting a fresh cut is if you're as impatient as I am, you like to see the plants growing right away. So things are looking good.